future, it's not something you wait for. It's something you build. It lives in the hands of the doers, the dreamers, the people who refuse to stand still. Resorts World is more than a casino. It's energy. It's opportunity. It's hope for the borough. A second chance for some, a first step for many. It's where community gathers, not just to win, but to build a future once imagined. This isn't just business. This is legacy. And now it's time. Time to invest in us. Because the future doesn't ask for permission. It moves with purpose. From our chairman to our newest employee, we're committed to Queens. And in Queens, the future is now. WTF, SMH, I'm on Geo. 2023 just might open a casino. Community love, providing jobs. Why would you try to come for me? Why you ain't proud of Nas?
Today, Noraga and Nas reunited in a moment that has hip-hop fans everywhere smiling. N.O.R.E linked up with Nas at his own restaurant, sharing a candid moment and saying, when you hit your brother and connect at his own restaurant. It's always major to see two hip-hop icons meeting up, sharing laughs, and just having a good time.
Like I just met one of the Avengers right now, man. Am I lying? And he booked the reservation again. I told him, he's your biggest fan, and he had to. Shout out to Mitch. Yo, Mitch, man. Mitch, I did not plan this. I did not plan this. My bad, but look.
Both N.O.R.E and Nas are legends in the game, and seeing them together reminds us of the rich history and camaraderie within the culture. Would you want to see a N.O.R.E and Nas collab song in the future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let us know.
It appears as though the God MC himself, Nasir Jones, has become an investor in Resorts World and building a Resorts World casino in Queens.
Jim Jones, I know I spoke too soon.
To get a full gaming license. It's going to provide a lot of employment opportunities for a lot of people. It's a different element that you're bringing into the city, and I'm wondering whether the good outweighs the bad.
Music producers, have you ever needed a little extra sparkle for a chorus or feel like your verses fall flat? Here's a quick tip to add more movement.
Boy, every time somebody do something to level up, people always got to find the negative in it. Always. Always.
Playing these, like, am I lying? You ain't lying, bro. And he booked the reservation again. I told him, said, book it. He's your biggest fan, and he had to. Shout out to Mitch. Yo, Mitch, man. Mitch, I did not plan this. I did not plan this, Mitch. My bad, but look. Like I just met one of the Avengers right now, man.
Fried chicken. Kentucky, baby. 24 hours to live.
Best juice ever. Well, I haven't drunk none of that juice in years. I haven't seen none of that juice in years. That used to be my favorite juice.
This shit is amazing, and I'm not gonna sit here and eat in front of you. But I'm gonna say this as confirmation. This shit is unreal.
Boy, you can't tell N.O.R.E nothing. He got braids now. First he was going bald. Now he's back with braids. Feel good to be that successful and still can walk through your hood.
What's up, Nas? Big Queen. What's up? You already know.
Peace and love, King. Yes, sir. Let's go. Watch out, please. Thank you.
Boy, Jim
Part of
Jones opened his
Queens
mouth
and
too soon.
being a pioneer of Queens, and now you're part of something so big. That's just another step of how far how hip hop can actually push the culture. You know, and work together with billionaires and all that stuff, and make a difference in your actual community, because that's going to bring more jobs. That's going to bring more awareness to Queens. They said what they have 300 employees for the housing units.
That's what I'm saying. Talk about the positive. I saw people acting like like that's a bad idea for the people. Like that's gonna give plenty jobs. Like
acres of new amenities they have there. 1,600 new hotel rooms that they're gonna do existing by the highs. They said also they're gonna have more supporting transportation for the JFK. So that's definitely gonna boost Queens up. Especially when you bring that type of casinos, any type of casinos, you always gotta have more revenue into the city. So that was big. I was like, okay, you know, that's good for Queens itself.
yeah, they're gonna start.
The future is not something you wait for. It's something you build. It lives in the hands of the doers, the dreamers, the people who refuse to stand still. Resorts World is more than a casino. It's energy. It's opportunity. It's hope for the borough. A second chance for some, a first step for many. It's where community gathers, not just to win, but to build a future once imagined. This isn't just business. This is legacy. And now it's time to invest in us. Because the future doesn't ask for permission. It moves with purpose. From our chairman to our newest employee, we're committed to Queens. And in Queens, the future is now.
Nas wasted no time in firing back at Jim Jones after his attempt to clown Nas completely backfired. So the whole convo of Nas versus Jim Jones came about after Jim popped up on the Joe and Jada podcast, talking real bold. Jim said he used to be a super Nas fan, but now he thinks his own catalog, his Billboard run, and his relevance with the younger crowd outshines Nas completely.
You want to go to the Billboard entries,
pull up Nas Billboard entries. Is your son?
No, but he know.
My son can't tell you one Nas record.
And social media lost it to the point where the whole hip-hop culture tuned into the convo and jumped in to defend Nas's name. But it's funny how far this came if you think about the fact that the entire Jim Jones versus Nas scenario came back to life thanks to a snippet from the Don't Quote Me podcast from a few weeks back. A 22-year-old college student from New Jersey claimed Jim Jones had more influence on his generation than Nas. The clip made waves across social media and reignited the generational debate in hip-hop. This is what was said during the session.
Pop Champagne, Summer in Miami. That's a classic.
If I Rule the World, how's that comparable to those songs you just said?
I'm 22. Every Nas song that my man MJ played, we said we heard that from what, Doug?
2K.
2K. Those songs are in the video game.
Okay.
I have never in my life said at a party, yo, throwing that Nas right now. If you did top 3 influential people regarding dressing,
And that right there made Jim respond on the Joe and Jada podcast. He was fair though, and he said that he himself once idolized Nas, but over time carved out his own lane. So now we're here again, and the Nas versus Jim Jones beef is well and truly alive. But this ain't their first clash. If you've been outside long enough, you remember the mid-2000s tension when Dipset was rolling with Jay-Z and Rockefeller during that peak Nas versus Hobb era. It wasn't long before Jim Jones stepped into the crossfire, and what started as admiration turned to rivalry real quick. Jones was out here saying wild stuff in interviews like, F Nas, I don't give a fuck about Nas. He's a rapper that just lost his pizzazz. Meanwhile, Nas was brushing dudes like Jim off without ever getting his hands dirty. No diss track, no name drops, just subtle flexes that made it clear, you not in my league. Here's the video when back in 2005, Nas let his audience speak for him when he brought up Jim Jones's name. Who even is Jim Jones?
These niggas like a Jim Jones, like, I respect you getting your money. You're like, exactly, right?
That energy never really went away. Fast forward to now, and Jim's back pushing the same angle, but louder. And before it could cool off, he doubled down on Shannon Sharpe's Nightcap podcast. Shannon pressed him by asking him if he's really a better rapper than Nas. Jim didn't back down one bit. He said he would run circles around Nas.
I will run circles around Nas rapping right. I will run circles around Nas rapping right now.
That set it off. Shannon threw some shade at Jim with saying that his podcast is the biggest that he's ever been on.
Hey, on the real, Nas' response was basically, you can have that. I'm on bigger and better things. I'm on
This is the biggest podcast you ever been on. This is the biggest podcast you ever been on. You know what podcast you been on better than this one.
As for Nas, he still doesn't want to give this drama any attention or words. He knows that's exactly what Jim Jones wants. Let's be real. Nas been dropping Grammy-winning projects, doing sold-out shows, and collaborating with Hit Boy for the past few years. The work speaks louder than any clapback, and that silence is his clapback. For anyone who knows the culture, Nas staying silent while Jim talks himself into circles is the legacy talking.
Amerie has been keeping quiet for years, but now she's finally setting the record straight on rumors that Beyonce blackballed her after stealing her sound. In a new interview with Joe Rogan, Amerie finally opened up about Beyonce comparisons. And while she didn't directly accuse her of anything, the way she talked about her career struggles has people putting 2 and 2 together.
What were your true feelings when he ended up giving Beyonce that song that they said that she wanted to talk about?
So the big debate for Amerie, but Jay-Z somehow snatched it for Beyonce. Now Ameriie's never been one to throw shade publicly, and on Joe Rogan's show, she said she doesn't know if that story is true. As for the similarities, she chalked it up to the fact that both tracks were produced by Rich Harrison.
Yeah, I didn't hear all these stories.
No, I've heard everything. Are you shitting me?
It's like we did the
style, and yet her competitors. Ameriie is smart and well educated, and she knew she didn't need music to be successful. So after leaving the industry behind, she put her English degree to work and focused on writing. In 2017, she became a
Yeah. Leave y'all thoughts in the comments. I already know what y'all gonna say. Jim. Who y'all think music was better? Matter of fact, yeah, who music y'all mess with? You know, Nas had a different vibe than Jim Jones, so you know what I'm saying? Who music y'all you know what I'm saying, rocking with. Leave y'all thoughts in the comments on who music y'all rocking with, who music y'all listening to. You know what I'm saying?